Over 8 million dogs and cats enter shelters in the United States every year. More than one half of these perfectly healthy pets won't make it out alive. Mascoma Savings Bank's Friends for Life program, in conjunction with the Upper Valley Humane Society and Potter's Angels Rescue of Vermont, has matched loving families with orphan pets for adoption during this amazing in-branch program. We are happy that we could help change the lives of many families and pets in the Upper Valley. This is another example of when it's mutual, it's possible. Here's the Upper Valley Humane Society's Spencer Marvin and Karen Woods.
Well, we not only help the animals of the community, we help the people as well. We will do hoarding cases where people have the best intentions with their animals, but often collect too many, can no longer afford them. So we help alleviate some of those issues for people. We also provide resources for people who cannot afford their pet but want to keep their pet. We'd rather a pet stay in a home than come here. We also offer emergency boarding for people who are either going into the hospital or have to face some crisis that they need time or space and their animal needs to go somewhere. So we'll offer emergency boarding here for free, and then they can come back and get their animal when they're ready and they've taken care of themselves. We were fortunately identified by Mascoma Bank to benefit from a campaign that they did. We were chosen as well as one shelter in Vermont. And we had a dog in 2 branches, one in West Leb and one in Lebanon of the bank. It was a great opportunity for us to be in the community. It's a great opportunity for people to see some of the animals that we take care of down here and hear about what we do. And we were also the beneficiary of a check from Mascoma for the work that we did.
Rosie came to our facility on December 8th of last year. She was a 3-week-old pit bull. She was brought to Saves Animal Hospital in Lebanon by the Hartford Police. Hartford Police did a very good job. This dog was in a carry-on bag on a person on a bus that went to White River. And when the bus driver discovered the person had a dog, they wouldn't let the person back on the bus. So the person basically just gave away the dog. They called the police, and the police took the dog. They brought it to Saves because she was so very young. Shouldn't have been away from her mother. And she was at the animal hospital for about 4 days to make sure she was healthy. And I went and picked her up. I picked up the bag that she was in and brought her here to the Upper Valley Humane Society. And I actually brought her to my house for 2 days. And she spent 2 days with my golden retriever, Clara, having a lot of fun. And then we found a foster family for her to take care of her. I haven't seen her. She's got to be at least 4. Rosie is about 4 months old now. Last time I saw her, she was quite large, quite happy, quite healthy. She had been with the Christine Messenger family as a foster family. She's got 2 young kids and a husband. I believe Rosie knows how to sit, but I don't think she knows how to stay. She's pretty active, and she's very healthy. She's been spayed. That's pretty much all I know about her right now, because I only saw her a couple of times when she was with her foster family.
Not only does Mascoma support us in our events and campaigns, but we also support them, so it's really a give and take relationship that we have with Mascoma Bank. They are our banker, the Upper Valley Humane Society, as well as mine personally. And so it's been a fortuitous relationship for both of us. Thank you, Mascoma.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the help. We love Mascoma Bank, we love the community, and we'll continue to serve as best as we can.
Here's Potter's Angels Rescue's Heather Bent and Donna Chandro.
I adopted Teddy, and he is almost 4 months old. He's from North Carolina. He was in his foster home for 1 week, and we saw him down to the Mascoma Bank. And I just knew it was a feeling and a gut feeling that I had, that I knew that this was going to be our dog.
When I was first approached about doing this event, I was wondering how we would make it work, because we are volunteer run, and getting the dogs in there and having someone in there 5 days a week would have been really difficult for us. But being that the bank accommodated the volunteers, it was more like having a doggy daycare for the day, for a week. So it worked out well because Mascoma made it so easy on us. All we had to do was get the dogs there, and they pretty much did the rest. So I was very excited about it. It worked out very well.
I went in to do my deposit to the bank, and it was, they were in there with the dogs, and of course, you know, I asked lots of questions. Of course, I couldn't get in without asking questions, and the gal there was telling me about Potter's Angels and had information on it, which I took and decided to send a picture to my husband off my phone so he could look at one of the dogs. We went home and we discussed it and talked about it, and then I went back the next day, and that's when I saw my little Teddy. We've had Teddy 2 weeks today, and he's just joy of our life right now. We just enjoy everything about the little guy. He brings a lot of happiness and just a lot of, you know, chatter in the house. It's just another little person almost, you know, that you just love to take care of and nurture.
I thought it was a great opportunity for us to gain exposure, and I appreciate a bank like Mascoma, who is so community-based and interested in the communities and want to give back. I think it's fantastic, and it certainly helped us gain exposure and get dogs seen and adopted.
Mm-hmm.
So it was quite a week leading up to Teddy's adoption. My wife goes to the bank there on a Monday, and I received this text message from her shortly after lunch. This is a picture of a dog that it's at the bank, and I'm thinking, what are you talking about at the bank? And so I thought, well, I'll have to go and check this out. I just happened to be going from job site to job site, so I swung into the bank and I took a look at this dog, and it wasn't Teddy this time, but anyway, it was one of his cohorts. And anyway, we talked about it, as Donna told you before, that night, and she knew that they were coming back. The folks from Potter's Angels were coming back the next day with more dogs, so she went in to check it out the next day, and lo and behold, there was Mr. Teddy. Well, Donna took a picture of him and texted me the picture and says, you don't even need to bother, he's the one. I didn't need to bother to go over and see him, that all was well. So it was pretty much a done deal at that point. I fell right in love with him with just the picture, and then when we went and picked him up on Saturday, it was love at first sight, and he and I have already become quite close. We have our little things we like to do together, like we like to play flying monkeys here. I throw his monkey around and we play fetch with it, and he gets all excited when I come up the basement stairs from fixing the wood stove. He bounds at me, and anyway, he has really, really taken over. He is quite a little boy, and he's really touched our heart.
I have never heard of a bank hosting a dog adoption event before, no. Thank you, Mascoma Savings Bank.
Thank you so much, Mascoma Savings Bank, for our little Teddy.
Mascoma Savings Bank. It's mutual, it's possible. Mascoma Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.